Buenos Dias Gunners Collective. Back at it, you already know. Said another one. I put a coat of shellac just for men. I said, as you can tell by that thumbnail, man, I'm not playing, right? I just fermented them up one time for your mind. Hey, but you're an old ass vato trying to look young. Nah, man, I'm a old ass vato trying to get on my mon. And the winter ends. You know what I mean? Now trip out. And the menudo style in a direct fashion, as you can tell by that thumbnail. Woo-wee. Is it true? Is it really real? I don't know, but what I heard on the curb, and the word on the curb is that Flaco did a live, and I'm talking about Flaco from a convict's perspective. He actually did a live where he was mentioning a few things about, possibly, the Alphabet Boys getting involved in YouTube and what's going on lately. Like I've heard some stories. I've heard some stories this past few days, and I don't want to elaborate too much into people's business. So I'm not going to throw names out there. I'm going to keep names in the cuts. But what I've been hearing is these trolls, they got the trolls on the run, right? The investigation is real. Now, I know when Flaco said this and he mentioned this, I've seen a lot of people had derogatory statements to saying they were saying a lot of funny comments like, come on, Flaco, you're tripping. But is he? No, I don't think so. I don't think he really is. I think at the end of the day, when you're doing YouTube, you're not really tripping on what's really said. You're just getting to your stories. You're talking about what you need to talk about, what you feel you need to talk about. And I mean, guard, I'm gonna do what I does, cuz. And you're not seeing how it affects other people. You're not thinking about other people's families and other people's lives and their jobs and their holidays and everything that it entails, man. You're thinking it's just entertainment, but there's a domino effect. There's a long line of people it affects. If you say the wrong things or you do the wrong things or you show characteristic flaws. And it can affect people. It can hurt people's hearts, hurt their feelings. Then they want to teleport up in your room. And there's a lot of things that can happen, man. And it's unsavory. Let's just say that. It's not a good look. But Flaco was talking about in his live that there was an individual, man, that had found himself caught up with the troll going back and forth. And the troll took it to the next, basically the troll took it to a whole nother level. Went outside of the realm of YouTube and started to mess with this guy's family pretty extensively. And, people got involved. Law enforcement got involved or are involved at this point. And they're starting to focus and look at a lot of these trolls. See, when it comes to trolling people on YouTube, people do it. Some people do it for fun. Some people do it to get a reaction or for entertainment, just to aggravate you. It's like, it's fun. Hey, look what you, look at the, I'm going to tell me he has a gray hair sticking up out his nose, right? There's some people that do it just to motivate you or push you or whatever makes their life better that day or whatever makes them smile. That's all they care about at the end of the day. And if you go through some hardships or some struggles or it starts to affect your life, so be it. As long as they're entertained. That's it. That's their entertainment. That's how they get into YouTube. They're not here on YouTube to listen to the stories. They're not here to see the pictures or, find the news out or watch some guy that they think is funny or listen to some music. They're not here for that. They're here to aggravate people. That's how they're entertained. Bullies, hurting people. It's never a good look. Now, just because someone puts you on the spot, just because someone exposes you or they're like, this vato's everything he talks about is frivolous and lies. Or this guy, I was locked up with them homes. He wasn't all that. Now he's portraying like he's big and bad. You know what I mean? Because he's all up on YouTube. When people do that, then I could understand people coming to the forefront like, pensa la tira, con permiso, this vato right here is a baboso, right? I can understand that. But when they're doing it for no other reason than just to pick at you and mess with you, it becomes redundant. It becomes old. Okay, and I understand. Now, from what I'm hearing, the word on the curb, and I'm not going to mention the guy's channel, a certain channel that I used to affiliate with and I really don't quite anymore. I guess there was threats made towards his people's place of work, to which law enforcement got involved. And these were trolls from YouTube, I'm guessing or supposing that did this. This is what I heard. Now, one thing I do know for sure is if that's the case, man, that's a little too much. You're starting to mess with people's personal lives, like really, really, really. It's starting to affect not only them, but those around them in the outside world. Now, that's not a good look. Baboso, right? But a lot of you vatos don't care. They think they can't be figured out. They think that their IP address or their whereabouts or their location in that basement, in that dark cave, won't be found. Hey, órale, they found Osama. You know what I mean? They're gonna find you, bro, if you continue to do that, if you continue to mess with people. Because one thing's for sure, when you start messing with entities and you start messing with groups, man, that have, surveillance and they hackers and all that, this becomes an ugly situation. Anyone can be touched, anyone can be found. And that's where it becomes a sticky situation, because here you are, just trying to entertain yourself and bully someone and mess with someone's life, and not really thinking how it's going to affect yours. These type of threats and these type of doing these things, man, people take them seriously. When it leaves YouTube, it becomes serious. Now, I wanted to make that to say this, if this is just all made up, if it really ain't happening, I'm sure Flaco would have let me know. And he called me personally and told me, hey, this is what's happening. That's a trip. And I was like, well, I'm just trying to stay about the mix, bro. I said, right now, man, I'm good in the hood. I got one guy that basically has my peep on lock, and he just trying to shake it around. He's trying to do the hokey pokey and turn himself around, and that's what he's all about. But other than that, no one else is really messing with me or has my name in their mouth, man. I appreciate that, man. Right? Orale, get down, güero. I appreciate it. Sprinkle of what's it, brother? Because I'm just trying to entertain and do my thing, gente. So if it's really a case of people looking into other people's lives and finding out who did what, I hope that they do what they do. I'm not trying to get anyone in trouble, but at the same time, it is what it is. That's on you. Now, my definition of trolls are people that antagonize you and aggravate you for the mere fact that they want to have enjoyment or that they want a reaction. The vatos like OG, triple OG, I don't consider trolls, homes. You know what I mean? I consider them more vatos that actually have a movement and an agenda, and there's a reason why they do the things that they do. But other people, consider other people trolls. That shit, I'm considered, hey, Gunner, you're a troll. Why? Because you're just too funny. I just can't. That's right. Well, then I guess I am. It is whatever you call it, right? But at the end of the day, man, I'm just going to continue to do me and mines. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about, gente, was a story. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a bedtime story. Only good morning. The other day I was at this little spot. I was at this little store, and there was a torta walked in, right? And she recognized me from YouTube. Now, this was my first time ever being recognized from YouTube by a good-looking torta. I mean, I've had a couple tafeas. I've had a couple, they should pay as they weigh, get at me. Hey, I remember you from the YouTube. Look, wait up. Hold on, keep that. Can we take a picture? Yeah, I got you. And I'm like this, right? The whole time I'm doing this. Why are you covering your face? From the COVID, right? But this one, she was actually probably about, I don't even want to call her a torta. She was probably about 190, 180. I don't know, and a little bit on the big side, but she was like kind of tall, like 5'8". Anyway, she sees me and she keeps looking at me, and I'm all up in JCPenney's. I said, trying to get some pants, and she's looking at me, and I'm like, this chick, either she knows me, I done boned one of her friends. To what degree of what's going on right now, I know, but I could feel the eyes piercing on me, right? So I'm like, damn, man, something's gonna go crazy right here. Anyway, so this chick, she finally approaches me. I'm over there getting the 501. She was like, hey, are you on social media? And I was like, no, I don't do Facebook. Or she was like, no, like, I feel like I've seen you somewhere. And I'm looking at her, and then I start to look, and I'm seeing them hips, and them hips don't lie like Shakira, right? So I'm like, I start to play with her. I get into my Mackie mood. I look around, make sure that my hand ain't looking. The one I was with that was over there looking for a bra, right? And I'm looking, I'm like, what's head? Right? And she said, I know you. And I go, you watch YouTube? And she was like, yeah, I see Gunners Collective. That's you. What's up? She gave me a hug. I was like, hey, you. Let me feel those mountains, right? And she definitely was good. Anyway, so this is where it gets sticky. So I was there with who can't really hear her say nothing. But she was over there trying to find a bra or something. She was downstairs, I was upstairs. So that's how she was doing her thing, right? Anyway, so to trip out, we're in a wall. So trip out, she's doing her thing, and I'm looking out for her because I ain't gonna lie, is bad. Those of you know who is, she's a deaf chick I met at a club. I told the stories, and it was the homeboy sister, and then boop. It got ugly fast. But I kind of kick it with her. So anyway, she's over there doing her thing, and I told the chick was like, man, we should kick it sometime. She's straight up aggressive. I'm like, Whopping, homie. You know what I mean? Whopping. Am I on some type of, that means what happened only in my language. Refer to the Gunner Handbook, right? I'm thinking to myself in real talk, oh man, this is a setup. This is the old Folsom setup. I must be on candid camera. I'm about to get punked right now by Ashton Kutcher. Something's going wrong, right? Because they're just giving me too many signs. Just give me some kind of sign, girl. Oh, the guard. It was all about the, get behind me. Go to that. Get behind me, right? Or stay in front of me. So anyways, I'm chilling doing my thing. And she's like, yeah, we should go out. Hey, am I a cool character for this one? Hey, doesn't know anyways. You can't hear the. I left with her. We went to go to eat at Long John Silver's. I'm a cold one, huh? Long John Silver's. I was like, hey, you want to eat some seafood and stuff? She was like, yeah, come on, follow me. She followed me in her little Acura. She had an old school Acura Integra. She followed me in her little Acura Integra. We went to Long John Silver's. I was like, hey, get whatever you want. She was like, what? I was like, whatever you want. Anything, I got you. You know what I mean? I heard the fish and chips hits here, right? Hush puppies all day on me. That's the type of motherfucker. I'm a YouTuber, right? She was like, anyways, we kicked it. We went to the parking lot, a different type of parking lot, so that way we, you know what I mean? You understand where I'm coming from. You know, I can't say too much. YouTube be violating me and shit. But anyways, we're over here posted up. I'm getting at her, and she was all starstruck. Now, let me tell you something. I wasn't really tripping. Like, the whole YouTube thing, I don't care. But hey, it can be utilized to get you a good amount from here time to time. You know, so anyways, we're kicking in everything. And that was that, right? I ended up getting her number. Then of course, the girl's blowing me up, the other one, you know, and I could hear as soon as she got on the phone, I answered, I could hear Morse go, I heard her go, right? I'm like, oh man, she's pissed, right? So I ended up hooking up with the girl, doing my thing, and I ain't gonna lie, it was, I mean, it wasn't pineapple upside down cake, but it was definitely pound cake, right? And so I handled my business, and she's like, get at me, and then I scratched her name off the telephone book, never again to take a second look. Now, I'm not trying to be mean to women or anything, but I mean, if it wasn't good, it wasn't great, you know, and that's just me. But trip out, I wanted to tell you guys one more story since I'm here, and it's this morning, and I'm telling bedtime stories because all that stuff about the trolls getting caught up by the alphabet guys and all that, I mean, we can't even elaborate further on that without saying names, and I'm not trying to do all that, man. You know, it really doesn't involve me. I just want to throw it out there. You know, is it true or not? This is more of I'm going to tell stories today, and take it or leave it. I said, right? So trip out. We got last night we got faded on the live. Myself, Dubs, some of the homegirls, the homies. I got keyed. I got to the point where I was like, man, this ain't even doing nothing for me anymore. See, this is like agua. My tolerance is built up, and I started to reminisce and think. And the girls, the young ladies, were asking me questions. They were like, "Hey, what's going on?" Whoop de woo. And I got to a question about and because I said the YouTuber stuff. So the last time we rented an Airbnb, me and a few of my homeboys were kicking back. We were on the country. Yes, it was nice, man. We had the infinity pool at this spot. I mean, it was just popping, right? Or it wasn't really an infinity pool, but I call it that. It looked like one to me, right? So we're kicking back, doing our thing, jacuzzi, sauna, barbecuing. And some chicks came through, right? These chicks came all the way. They were in Lake Tahoe. They came all the way to see us, which was like 3-4 hour drive, right? And there was two of them that came, and I already knew one of my partners, man. One of them was on lock, that was his, but the other one wasn't, right? So I said, let's trip out. I'm gonna go to this house. Gonna go down. When my hands start doing this, that means either I'm getting some money or some honey, right? And I was like, this house going down. I'm gonna jump in the shower because I gotta stay fresh to death, fly at all times, right? You hold it down with that one, and hopefully her friend's not too much of a biggin, but I hope she is in the right places, right? And he was like, oh, from what I heard, man, she's pretty big. I said, well, then that's even better. So you do what you got to do with yours and hold mine's down. There's other homeboys, but a lot of them are married or have their own ladies. And to what degree of homeboyism, they're not going to step on my tongue. I can't remember. I'm a YouTuber. I'm just trying to get it. He's like, all right. And I said, you see them homeboys over there? They're over there playing dominoes. They're going to continue to play dominoes, right? While we do what we do. All right, yeah, cool. Boom, hike. So, of course, like the running back I am, I run into the shower, spray some Aqua Digio on. So the whole time I'm in there, let's groove tonight. Feeling myself, right? You know what I mean? Like I'm from Hawaii or something. I'm just feeling myself. Axe body spray everywhere. So when I come out, I hear the chicks pull up. Homeboys open the door. They're like, hey, what's up? You know when girls come in, oh, we got a bottle. It's on. I'm like, I just want on my mom. I ain't even tripping, right? I'm already one bottle deep. I already drank a whole bottle of Don Julio to the head. I'm just trying to get it one time for your mind. Fill me up with that. Let it. She said it, right? So as soon as I can see I can hear her. I can't see, but I can hear her from a distance. In the arms of the angels. I'm about to fly away from here with one of them, right? So I'm listening, and of course I can hear them conversating with the homeboys and doing their thing, and they don't know I'm there yet. So of course I had to do a grand entrance. You know what I mean? I just come out like if they're not even there, and I pay them no, never mind. I just come out all G'd up from the feet up, every piece of gold jewelry I have. Oh, just Swifty, I had jewelry that night. I come out, and the chicks, their eyes get all big when they see me because they didn't even know I was there. They're thinking they're seeing a ghost or something. Is it right? I come, the ghost of Sir Mix-a-Lot's past, right? Looking like a teenage love, like Slick Rick, so only with the bigger people. So I come out, and the chicks are like, damn, what's up, right? Because, you know, that's how you do it. I'm giving you guys game, knowledge you can't get in college, real ones. Make a grand entrance. I said, then all eyes are on you. And then the hinder's like, damn. And you're like, no, it ain't spam. Come on, let's go. So I walk right up, and they're pouring shots already, right? And the homeboys are right there. They're like, what's up, bro? And as soon as I hit that living room, palabra. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Peace shot. That's it for those that remember YA, old school. She's right there, the one, my target. I already know. I see the homeboy, he's with his. So I got to get mines, right? I walk right up to her, lean in. I don't say hello. I don't say, what's your name? I don't say none of that. I said, I'm a YouTuber. Grabbed her hand, proceeded to take her to the side. I get my whole cat word spilled backwards. If I'm lying, I'm dying. It's a true story, right? Now, what proceeded to happen was even more crazier that night. So, after we come back, we have to walk downstairs. We come upstairs the path. You know, I'm already fulfilled. That's it. You know what I mean? All the way to the 9th degree. But we're going to come up, and of course, I'm going to take you to the room, right? So, get into the room, and this is where I had to go raw dog on it. If you don't like the story, call yours, right? Okay. We're in the room. I'm trying to get in. You know, can I get in one time? And she's like, you got a condom? I said, I haven't been asked that since the early 90s. Wait up, right? I don't. Damn, I don't. Let's see where I come out to the homeboy. And you guys got a condom, but we didn't plan on coming up here and just bombing people, right? I was like, damn, we're like miles away from the store. Man, what do I do? What do I do? I feel like Veruca Salt's dad. I've been shedding bleeding candy bars from dawn to dusk. What do I do? Right? I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna lose a whole lot of. Based on that, man, her homegirl's right there. Her homegirl goes, stop. What's the deal? I said, man, I'm trying to know when you're homegirl. But the way her money works, she doesn't want to give it up because she thinks I need a condom. And then I got, you know, decipher that one. Say that 3 times fast, that's huh? Right? She was like, oh, hell no. Let me go talk to her. Oh, hell no. Right? The higher, the sock, the downer, the torta. She goes in there, gets at her homegirl, beep, beep, boop, boop, boop. Next thing you know, her homegirl's calling me there. Okay, I guess. I was like, you're the downest homegirl I know. You done went in there and told your homegirl, nah, you're going to bottle without a condom. You know what? You deserve the torta and amiga of the year award. You know what I mean? I'm a YouTuber. There you go. Bye. So I run over there, and I ain't gonna lie. Give me that. Handle my business, and then I'm disgusted. I don't know about any of you, but and I'm not saying this to be mean to the women or the ladies. I know a lot of them don't like me now, but like, subscribe if you do. I'm done, right? I'm done, and I want to go back out. The party's still raging. We're talking about the shots be flowing. You know what I mean? So I go back out. The girl keeps coming out. She's coming out like this. Like something good happened to her, yet bad at the same time. She was like, are you going to come back to the room? I said, no, probably not. I'm going to sleep right here. I'm taking my shots. I'm doing my thing. So she finally realizes after 100 times asking me that I'm not going back. So she puts her shirt on backwards and comes out. And the homeboy's like, hey, you want a shot? Right? Now he's trying to get in where he fits in, a different homeboy. So, of course, she's over there leaning in like a cholo or a chola, whatever you want to call him. The homeboy's over there, leaning back. And I'm not paying no, never mind. I ain't tripping. Get the wanga. You know what I mean? I'm drinking mine. The way that the setup ends up, man, some people are sleeping here, some people are sleeping there. I'm not going to tell you everything that was going on, but I do know one thing, that I was sleeping on this big old couch because that's where I fell out. You know what I mean? Whenever you're faded, you sleep wherever your hair was braided, right? So I'm down. This chick is on like a rollaway bed, and she happens to get next to me. How she pushed it there herself, I don't know. Where it came from, I don't know, but it's there, right? I look open with one eye, and I'm all faded. I look at her, she's trying to lay right there. She's snoring like a sweat hog. I'm like, damn, the way her snoring game works. I'm trying to push her away. There's another homeboy. He's up, wide awake, and he's on this couch, man. He's just doing his thing. You know, I don't know if he was reading Moby Dick or what the fuck he was doing, but he was over there, right? And this chick jumps out of a dead sleep, and she goes, are you up? Are you up? She keeps asking me, and I keep playing it off. I'm trying to breathe like this. Right? Finally, this chick jumps right up on me like, what's up? Let's get it, right? She already grabbing my whole thing, and my thing's big. You know what I mean? It's not hard to miss. She's already grabbing and trying to, and I'm like, hey, the homeboy's right there. Hey, she's like, I don't care. You know what I mean? She already got her hands on the thing. I don't care. I'm like, damn. It was crazy that night, needless to say. Anyways, that's a little bedtime story, good time wake up story, whatever you want to take it for. Bets, I haven't been telling too many of them. I've been doing other things. But today I had to move smooth with a purpose. As far as what the heading is and are the trolls being sought after and all that, I don't know. I can't call it like an alcoholic. If Flaco said it, then he probably knows more than I do, and I'm not going to confirm nor deny. But one thing I will say for sure is, trolls better watch out. Shit, if that's real. Anyways, with that being said, I hope that you move smooth with purpose, get everything that you want coming to you. Remember, at the end of the day, it's all about struggling and striving for your familia. And I hope you enjoyed the story. Little entertainment essay. You know what I mean? Because you gotta get up, bitch, you gotta get going. Gotta see a torta of mine. Orale. You know what it is? If you like this, man, please hit that thumbs up one time and give your boy some love, man. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that notification bell. It's right there. It's going like this. Mas puta, come on, right? Boom, hit it. And then it won't be one no more. If you don't like me, if you think I do too much, if you think I say too much, if you're like, I just don't like the guy, the guy's not entertaining, then hit that thumbs down. If he's going to be the head that wears this crown, I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in, and that's the raza, all coming together as one. Sprinkle the woods in, brother. Hey, what about the brother brothers? The brother brothers are always welcome. Always welcome. My Usos, my Asians, everybody. Everybody, I say. The gun. Bang, bang.